Hey there, guys. For Indie Attack today, we have Awe, and that's AWE. This is a game by OSP, Oddly Shaped Pixels, and it was made during the Ludum Dare 30 Game Jam. And this is a rhythm puzzle game, basically.
Yeah. It's an interesting concept. You have this planet, and it's not a perfect sphere. It's made up of these interconnecting little shapes to form a sphere-like object.
Right.
As the sphere rotates, different colors for different parts of the sphere will play different notes.
Exactly.
And the sort of goal, I guess, of this game is to play different combinations of notes by clicking on different combinations of colors in certain orders in order to change the landscape of the planet.
Yes, so basically you're making these, it's like two notes, simple melody, and it's like the planet is just all these different vectors, and it's turning, so as it turns, certain notes basically will be on the light side or dark side of the planet, and you're looking to sort of and also, it's like, you do two notes, and then it's like, oh, now there's a tree. You hit the tree. The tree has a note.
Yes, the tree will have a note.
And then that's a part of another sequence that unlocks a mountain or a river, or eventually, the planet gets really reshaped.
Yes, as you add more objects to the planet, all of those new objects will unlock your own different notes to play, which then adds more and more complex combinations to your list of puzzle stuff. And what is kind of cool about that is that the game will list the different combinations on the side of the screen for you to click, and which combinations of those will produce items on the planet. And when you click on a color, those little shapes will vibrate to indicate that is the shape in that sequence that you need. So if there's 3 notes in a sequence, and if you click on a blue tree, the middle thing, and then you'll know, oh, okay.
It'll give you a hint.
I need blue tree for the middle of that.
Exactly.
So, and then you do a little more experimentation, and you'll figure out, oh, I need sunny side, blue tree, cloud. And that makes a mountain.
Exactly, and then a mountain. So it is, and it's very, so it doesn't, it's not completely abstract. They give you hints. They show you that there's this formula in the corner where you're filling in the blanks, literally. And it's also timing, it won't necessarily, you have to, really figure out a nice little rhythm, And it's and it's a little tricky in the sense that because the planet is a rotating sphere.
Yeah, and you need your specific colors in certain places.
So you kind of have to time
cloud,
bing, 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 bing.
The cloud especially, there's only one cloud, and you need it to generate
Or the blue
mountains.
tree.
And it rotates around the whole planet, and so there's a lot of times the cloud's not going to be available, so you got to time it right when it comes around.
Now, as a music game, I thought in particular, what was nice here was that, and also the folks at OSP say right at the beginning as it loads, it's an experience, and it's one of these games, it's an experience game. But I will say, as an experience, the sounds were lovely. I found it very wind-chimey and very relaxing. I actually, not all these games will hit me in this way, but for some reason, this game managed to make me feel pretty relaxed, and I really enjoyed, when I would hear the new sound, I would be like, oh, that sounds nice,
that's nice and pleasant.
And it's not just, cliche game sounds, in my opinion, it's a little more, it is very sort of pastoral, and, very, it's tranquil, but it's not, chiptune noises or some craziness, it's, a very soothing experience.
For me, it was relaxing, but I kind of think this feels like a really good first part of a game.
Exactly.
Because I like games that have random generation like this.
Yeah.
But I like that when that reacts in some way with gameplay. So for me, what would have been really cool was if you get to generate this planet and then you get to go explore it or something.
Well, yeah.
Or if this matters to somehow beyond that.
Or how about, you get to the end of your tree of melodies and then you create a new planet and then there's 2 planets interacting or some, some sort of, and then maybe you connect the planet, you go from one travel from planet to planet or something.
You made this planet have so many mountains and then the people here are going to be monkey people.
And exactly. Oh, totally, yeah. And maybe if you're traveling through space, you're interacting with stars or something. There's so many things.
And obviously, it's a Ludum Dare game, so they didn't have a super ton of time to go into this.
Yes, we're
and I do believe the team behind this said it was a guy and 2 cats. So not a big team making this.
No, and that's what makes it impressive. It's again, with a lot of these games, it's here's this cool thing, and what could it be? And maybe it will be more. A lot of, this is a game that I could see on your green light or whatever in the future. It's definitely like you said, it's a foundation for something more.
Yeah.
The question then is, do you recommend it, Woody?
I am not really sure how much I would recommend it. It's kind of a fun little thing to check out.
Yeah.
And I think it's well made for what it is.
You could check this out for 30 seconds,
But,
let's be honest. Like,
yeah.
It's
I
not...
wouldn't necessarily give it, like, the most stirring recommendation in the world.
Yeah.
I would say, if it eventually becomes something cooler, which I think it easily could, I would highly recommend that.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's like, it's like almost like you can't really rate this, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of outside, because it's not a game. As I said, it's an experience.
It's an experience.
So,
as an experience, it's pretty swell.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a fun game, I would maybe err on the side of caution there.
It's a little bit of an it's an appetizer.
Yes.
It's not, there's not a lot there. So yeah, I would say, keep an eye out for these dudes for sure, and, check it out. I mean, it's not gonna kill, it'll take you, like, if you get in the zone and figure out your little ding-a-ding-ding, that's kind of fun, but it is a very sort of minimal experience, So, yeah. Awe. We're not exactly in awe of awe, but maybe you will be.
Maybe you will be.